Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Crafty Closet. So today I'm bringing you another DTF hack, but this time we're doing a DTF hack on an inkjet printer. Now y'all see how well those hacks came out that we did on a sublimation printer? Well, I'm back to show you how to do it on an inkjet printer, y'all. That's right. Everybody doesn't have a sublimation printer, so this is for my inkjet folks. Inkjet printer folks. Y'all get in here and watch this video. So now for this project, you're going to need some t-shirts. Now we have 100% cotton Gildan t-shirts, and we have both light and dark because the kit we're using this time, y'all, has a dark powder that's supposed to be for dark fabrics. So let's see how that works. Next, you're going to need your DTF powder kit. Now I am using the Yamation DTF powder kit, and this comes with 4 different powders. Now you got a black medium, a white fine, a white coarse, and a white medium. So you get 4 packs of DTF powder in this kit. So we're going to check it out and see how it does. And also it comes with that black powder I was just talking about. This is going to be for our dark t-shirt. So let's hope it works. Next, you're going to need your DTF film. We are using same brand. This is the Yamation DTF transfer film, and this is in a glossy. Now, they don't come together, so you'll have to buy them separately. But it still was a decent price, so we're going to see what happens. Next, you're going to need your parchment paper, and of course, you can't do any of this without your inkjet printer. Y'all have seen her before. This is my inkjet HP 3755 all-in-one printer. She's been in many videos. She hasn't failed us yet. So we're going to use her for this DTF powder hack, but it's going to be on an inkjet printer. Now y'all know, want to learn how to do the DTF hack, but on an inkjet printer? What you got to do? You got to stick around. All right, y'all, so let's get into our kit before we go ahead and send it through our printer. This, again, is the Yamation DTF powder kit. And I told you guys before, it comes with 4 different packages of powder. Now you get your black powder, which is the one I told you we're going to use for the dark shirt. You get a medium powder, and you get 6 ounces of the medium powder. You get a fine powder. These are all white, by the way. And then you get a coarse powder. So these are all the powders that you get in your kit, and they're all for like different types of material. It says the medium is for everyday fabric, so that would be like your cottons to me. So this is the one we're going to be using today, our white medium powder, and also we're going to be using our black powder that it says is for dark colored fabrics or patterned fabrics to bring out brightness. So this is going to be, we're going to put on our dark t-shirt. And again, they have a white coarse and a white fine. There's also different types of materials you can use for these. So just make sure you read the instructions. They're really clear as to what you want to, which powder you choose to put on whichever garment you're going to use. And then we're going to go ahead and look at the transfer film. We're using their brand transfer film also. And this is a glossy film. So this should give us a nice, shiny, bright transfer. It comes like before. It looks like photo paper. I remind you, like photo film. So this is the film. I said paper. Sorry, guys. This is the transfer film. You should be printing on your frosted side, not your glossy side. So it actually comes print side up. That means all you have to do is when you pull it out your package, this is print side up. This is the side that should be going in our inkjet printer. Now I'm really excited. We're going to see how this works. Again, this is the DTF hack for an inkjet printer. We're going to get into it. Pretty simple. Same as before when we did the sublimation. I already have the images ready to go. Guys, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go ahead and put them through our printer. We're going to print them out, cure them, put them on our shirts, and see if it does what it's supposed to do. And these instructions are pretty easy. I'm going to show you guys once we put it through the printer exactly when it comes out, what we do, how we put the powder on, and then of course how we take it over to our heat press and cure it. Should be pretty fun. Super excited. Let's go, y'all. This is the DTF hack for inkjet printer. Okay, y'all. So putting the images through the inkjet printer. I have two of them. One I made. It's super funny. I can't wait to show you guys that one. But we're going to do the first one. This one is the one off of Etsy. Now, remember, it's frosted side feed. And let's just see how it prints out. Okay, so first things first, this thing printed out great. It's nice and clear. It's very nice and shiny. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks here. Probably can't see it really, but wait till we put it on a shirt. This is the image I got from Etsy. Simply says, minding my own small business. Now for this one, what I learned is that if you have any type of images with words on it, you're going to have to make sure you mirror your image. Otherwise, it's going to print up. It's going to print, and when you go to press it, it's going to be backwards. So again, if you have an image that contains words, just make sure to mirror the image, because again, otherwise it's going to print back. It's going to print forwards, but when you go to press it, it's going to be backwards. I learned that the last time when I did this using the sublimation, and my words on my image came out backwards. So again, if it has words, it could be one word, doesn't matter, y'all. Make sure to mirror your image. Now, I just used some parchment paper, and we're gonna go ahead and use the white medium powder. This is like the everyday powder. We're gonna go ahead and sprinkle this on here. Now you have to sprinkle it, make sure you cover it when it's wet. We learned that the last time. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put whatever I don't use, I'm gonna put back. So sprinkle, cover your whole image, and now we're just gonna go ahead and also, guys, when this prints out on your printer, it's going to be extremely wet. So make sure you don't touch it, you don't do anything with the image, because it will definitely smear. All right, so look, we got a nice, good, clean covering on here, as y'all can see a little bit. Let me just show you right here. So I'm making sure to not touch any parts of the image. We're going to keep that way. So now it looks good. Next, we're going to go ahead and cure it. Y'all know cure it means we're just going to melt the powder into the image and press it on our shirt. Now, let me see here. I am going to go ahead and just give it one more. I got some clumps in here. I just want to give it one more good go round. And I'm just gonna, again, shake it all up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it. So this is the DTF hack on an inkjet printer. So far, I haven't even pressed it yet, and I'm loving it. So boom, there you go. And this is the glossy one. Now I printed this in my printer using plain paper and color. I only have two options in my inkjet printer. So you have the option to do photo paper or I think a glossy paper. I didn't do glossy because this is already a glossy film. I just did plain paper for the print setting. And also, I've seen some other videos where people say their films tend to get stuck and not, come through the printer. You can put a piece of computer paper behind it and then print it. Put that in front behind. Oh my God, y'all! Computer paper behind your film, and it should catch if you're having that problem. All right, so one image down, second image coming up. That's the one I made. I can't wait to show you guys. It's super funny. And then we're gonna go ahead and press these on the shirt. Let's see if this DTF hack is giving what it's supposed to give. Feeling good about this. Let's go, y'all. Okay, so before we go ahead and press these and cure them, I just wanted to show you guys the one that I made myself. So check this out, y'all. Can you read it? That's right. Please be patient with me. I'm from the 1900s. So I made this image myself using Canva. I saw this same image on Etsy. I refused to pay for it. My brain got to working and I figured out how to make it myself. And remember, guys, don't forget to mirror. Now we're going to use the black powder because this is for our dark shirt. And last minute, I had to remix this in. Okay, so this is a little clumpy. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that. Let me just shake it up. This is fresh parchment paper. I didn't want to get any of the white powder on this because this is for the dark fabric. Now, I was saying I had to change. Instead of using a black shirt, I'm using a different color. And freeze. I'm freezing this video right here, y'all, because I did it wrong. I'm putting this black powder on first, and you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to put the white powder on first, and then the black powder on top. Use an error. It's okay. Mistakes happen, but we got it right. So again, y'all, don't do what I just did. Don't just add the black powder first. You have to add your white powder first, and then your black powder afterwards if you're using that black powder for the dark fabrics for your DTF hack. Now, we good to go. Let's continue. Now, y'all, one thing's for sure and two things for certain. I never follow instructions. I don't know why. I just don't. I never follow them to the T. But let's get into these instructions for this DTF Yamation transfer film. Now, the instructions say we have to cure our image for 266 to 284. I set mine at 279 just because that was the number that was comfortable in my head. Now, it also has to cure for 3 to 4 minutes. I set mine to 3 minutes. And if it's not properly melted in, I'll just slide it in for another 30 seconds. So again, I'm doing 279 for 100, 279 for 3 minutes. Now, we are going to go ahead and cure our first image. Let's go now. We're curing this one. It's minding my own small business. So you're simply just going to make sure it doesn't touch it. I'll just slide this over. Why am I trying to make it complicated? Place this right in the middle. Slide it under. Make sure the entire image is covered. Ooh, I almost hit the thing, y'all. And let's go. So we're going to let this cure for 3 minutes. Y'all know we're going to speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Give you a little music. We're going to come back and see what it does. Okay, so my image has finished curing. It looks good, but there is a little bit of powder that just not melted in. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this back in my machine. I'm gonna turn it. I should have put it this way the first time. I'm gonna uh, turn it the horizontal way, and now I'm gonna just go back and set it for another maybe 30 to 45 seconds because the object is to make sure that your entire image has no white showing, no powder, no anything. So you want to make sure the entire thing looks really nice and melted and it looks like an image. So I'm going to go ahead and reset this and do it a little more. That's user error again. A lot of times, a lot of things we do when it comes to crafting are user error, but you learn by mistakes. Okay, so now let's see. I think that's good. I'm going to look at it again. Again, let's see if it's in there melting. Now this thing is hot and it looks yep. Okay, perfect. I think it got all, yeah, it got all of the white is now no longer showing. Can you guys see that? It really looks good. Like this doesn't do it any justice. If you could see it, it looks just like a real DTF image. So I like it. We're gonna go ahead and press it on the shirt. Sorry about the glare, y'all. And let's see what happens when we do our pressing. Now, this is gonna be interesting, guys. So again, a lot of things in this video user error, but we're gonna go ahead and correct it so y'all can get it right. Let's see what happens now with the pressing. Okay, y'all. So let's get into it. I'm gonna show you the two shirts I did. Y'all know normally I do the reveal and it's like, oh my God. But yeah, it didn't work out like that this time around. But I'm gonna show you guys what I did, the errors I made, and how to fix it. Now, I could have reshot this video, made it come out all perfect, but that's not what I do around here. I want to give you guys an honest um, feedback and reactions of what happened. So let's get into first our graphic that I made, right? So this is the graphic that I did on Canva. And you have to make sure you peel this in a cold peel. Cold peel is what you want. Now, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it really well, but it came out pretty good. It transferred great. So as you can see, we already know the DTF hack on an inkjet printer works. Problems I had was the graphic I chose, it was like a clip art graphic. So some of my wagon didn't transfer. So that's one thing to be aware of if you are going to be making your own images. The graphics that you choose, especially the picture graphics, make sure they're high quality. This was like a clip art kind of graphic, so I already knew it looked more cartoony, and it probably wasn't what it should have been for this. Well, it worked for this project, but it's probably what I should have chosen another graphic, but I really like this one, so it is what it is, and I was happy with it. So now, as you can see, it was fine. Also, my shirt scorched a little bit. I'm not sure why. Gildan is funny. Sometimes you get great shirts with them, and other times I feel like it didn't go through all the steps, and they just throw it in and still ship it out. So if you have scorch marks, which I did on this shirt, you can use a Tide pen. That's my little secret, y'all. Use the Tide pen to get out your scorch marks, and it'll be fine. You won't see those little brown marks in here. But again, this is the cold peel. This is the image that I made on Canva. Fine with it. Next time I'll choose a different graphic, and we'll be good to go. Now, For that second one, the one I did, that the image I bought off of Etsy, that one, remember we said it at 302? 302 was way too high. It burnt my shirt. You probably can't see it really well, but there's a scorch mark around my shirt. For this, you couldn't use a tie pen. You're going to have to start all over, y'all. Now, also, I think where this is very faded, and where I went wrong with this is that I powdered it, I cured it, and then I set it aside, and I got sidetracked and I started doing something else. And I think that when you, no, not I think, when you are in the process of doing these type of things with the DTF, do it right away. Don't let it sit. I feel like I let it sit too long. It was sitting for a while before I remembered. And that, to me, in my mind, has something to do with the reason why um, it didn't transfer well. Not so much while my shirt scorched. I knew my shirt temperature was too high. 302 is not what I needed. It should have been 279. So I did it over. And no, y'all, I didn't use another shirt now. I ain't got time to be wasting those shirts. Again, I told you, I'm going to give y'all the real deal. We're going to figure it out and get it right that second time around. So this was the original, as you can see, really faded. Very terrible transfer. Now this is the second one I did. I reprinted it. I reprinted the image, powdered it, cured it, pressed it immediately, and this is what I got. So as you can see the difference, this is that one I let sit a while, and this is the one I did right away. You could already see the color is vibrant and bright, no scorch marks. This is the back of the shirt, y'all. That's right. Like I said, I'm not doing it over to give you something that make you think it's perfect when it's really not. These are the mistakes I made, and again, they're user error, but that's what I'm here for, to show you guys that everything doesn't always work out perfect the first time, and I'm not gonna make y'all think that it do. So as you can see, this is our DTF hack on an inkjet printer. It gets my stamp of approval. I still think it's great. It worked out well. It printed flawlessly, seamlessly. The powder was fine. Again, the portions where we jacked up at was user error. I done told y'all what to do. Set it to 279 to press. Make sure you press everything right away. 302 was too high for my printer. And there you have it. As always, y'all know, I appreciate you for watching. You can click on any video here in the YouTube world and you decide to click on mine. So for that, I am extremely grateful and appreciative. This was the DTF powder hack using an inkjet printer. We've seen how it does with sublimation. Now we know it works with an inkjet. At some point, I may probably get a DTF printer, but not right now. It's not in the cards for me, and it's not in my near future. But if you want to do the DTF prints and you don't want to send it out and you want to do it at home, you already know inkjet printer works. As always, I appreciate you for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and come back to see what else is going down in the crafty closet. This is the DTF hack using the Yamation DTF kit. And y'all know how I end every video now. Be well, my friends.